Good evening, it's Easter Sunday. On Tuesday I had the Fister exhaust fitted onto my 911. It probably took most of the day. I dropped it off in the morning. Sorry, just fix that up. I dropped it off in the morning and it was ready by the end of the day. Darren Fister from FD Motorsports got the exhaust there very quickly. The finish of the exhaust was pretty perfect. I didn't actually get to see it properly before they fitted it because it was still in the box and they were busy there, and I didn't really want to get in their way before Autohaus fitted the exhaust for me. So they sent me a photo of the exhaust when the car was up on the jack, but the finish looks pretty good. I mean, I've looked underneath the car and I can see it. He's done a really good job. The welding is really good. The ceramic finish, I got the black finish. I forget what he calls it, but the black finish. But yeah, it's good. So it's fitted. It sounds pretty good. We went on a long drive yesterday on Saturday to a place called Wiseman's Ferry, which I'll post a video. Maybe I'll post some clips from that drive, maybe in this video or the next video. I haven't worked it out yet. I'm kind of doing this out of order because I still haven't even done the clip of the exhaust sound, which you should probably listen to now. Okay, so this is not a scientific test. This is just a brief sound test of the exhaust. So the Fister exhaust is now fitted. You heard the sound before with the original stock exhaust on the Carrera. This is the Fister exhaust now. This is being tested in a garage environment, so it's probably a little bit louder. Okay, so that was the Fister exhaust fitted, and also the clip before it was the exhaust before the Fister was fitted, which I recorded, I should say, not taped. I recorded that way back when I picked up the car in February, when I first brought the car home. That was in my first video, which you can watch here. I bought a Porsche 911, it's awesome. How about here? So you can see the difference in the exhaust. It's deeper, it's got more of a, I think it's got more of a Porsche sound to it. Of course, it's not as loud as a GT3 exhaust or other exhausts. I mean, my friend's GT3 is obviously much louder with his Acropovic exhaust. But it's good. I like how it doesn't drone inside the cabin. I like how it's the original exhaust. I think price-wise, it's good value. I'm not probably going to return my calls back to FD Motorsports. I emailed Darren and told him that because the shipping from Australia back to the US is probably going to take most of the refund, the call refund that Darren offers when you send the calls back. He offers I'm not sure if this is the same for everyone, but he offers $550 for the cores when you send them back, when you return them. But I probably won't return them at this stage because, like I said, they're heavy, and unfortunately shipping here is very expensive from Australia to the US. I didn't realize it was going to be so expensive because of the weight. So I had a bit of a hiccup when they were fitting the exhaust on Tuesday. About 2 hours in of dropping it off, or an hour and a half, Autohaus called me back up, and the previous exhaust had the dual tips, which you've seen before, and the sports tips, which were the Porsche sports tips. What had happened is that the previous sorry, I keep getting reflection in my reading glasses and it's kind of annoying and I can't get rid of it, sorry. Let me start again. The tips were welded on, and they weren't just welded on at the end, they were welded on inside the pipe. They were very, very secure. Whoever put the tips on did not want them to come off. So I'm not sure if it's because they were the Porsche dual sports tips that I've heard don't fit that well on a non-sport exhaust. But Autohaus would have taken them a while to take the welding, get them off, and then they'd have to put them on the Fister exhaust. They were worried that the tips weren't going to sit properly. They'd have to weld them back on. So it was a bit of a hassle. So they gave me a quote for new tips for the exhaust. They gave me the quote for the Porsche tips, and I'll tell you this, and you probably won't be surprised, but I think it was 650 Australian dollars. 650 Australian dollars plus GST here in Australia, which is 10%. So around $715 per side for the OEM sport tips from Porsche. So that was way, way too much, and I wasn't willing to spend that much. So the second option was and I'm not sure how to pronounce this, Dansk, is it? D-A-N-S-K, which I'm sure everyone knows about. Good parts for Porsche. Those tips, they quoted me as being 950 Australian dollars. So after much hesitation, I decided to go with the Dansk tips, but at 950 Australian dollars, they were still expensive. The good side of this story is when I went to go to pick up the car, they made a mistake with the price of the tips, and they were only 550 Australian dollars. 550 Australian dollars is okay because they're about 250 quid in the UK. So that's pretty close. So anyway, the tips they basically look like the Porsche OEM sport tips. They sit better actually. They sit straighter on the car. The other ones, one side was a little bit bent. And obviously they're adjustable, so I took them back the next day because they had to adjust the tips for me because one was in and one was out, so now they're even. Yeah, so anyway, I picked up my car. The exhaust is pretty good. The exhaust is very good actually, it's not just pretty good. That's just my Nest Cam going off saying that there's a person downstairs, which is actually me. The exhaust is good. Like I said, the fitting by Autohaus is great. The quality from FD Motorsports Fister exhaust is really, really good. The finish. Let's just have another listen to the sound of the exhaust now. So this was the before. Okay, so that was before, and I know the sound quality of the before is not great. Sorry, I didn't get a chance to, it's been a very busy week, so I didn't get a chance to do another recording. This is the after with the Fister Sports exhaust now. Sounds pretty good. It's a big improvement, and I think it still keeps it close to factory. I mean, I didn't want it to sound too loud, and I think it's just right for me. Yeah, so that's it for today. I'm going to post another video soon, just a short one, of the Wiseman's Ferry drive in Australia. So Wiseman's Ferry is I posted a video a long time ago, which was in the similar area, which is here, very, very long time ago, before I had the Porsche, when I was driving in, went as a ride-along passenger in my friend's GT3. So thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the Canon G7X losing focus again. There we go. I hope you enjoyed this video about just a little bit of a Porsche chat again about the Fister exhaust that I had fitted this week. I would recommend it. I think it's a great mod. I think it's a great entry level exhaust modification. I mean, obviously you can spend a lot more money on exhaust. This is a low cost option, but it's a really good option. It's reliable. It's great quality. Fister Motorsports, and you know, I'm just saying this as a customer. They've done a great job, and yeah, it's just made the car so much just better. It's just better. If that could possibly be, it's better. Thanks for watching. See you. Bye.